Middle of October 2022, I had surgery done on my left testicle. Now that's not just a hook to grab your attention, that's some real shit that happened to me. And I couldn't walk for 3 weeks, all right? If I've ever been depressed, it was that. It was a really rough time. Now I'm gonna use this story, I'm gonna talk about this time to create some urgency for you. So if you've got goals, if you've got something that you're trying to accomplish, but maybe you don't feel like you have enough drive, you don't have like jet fuel behind you forcing you to get it done, this video should help with that. So it was 2022. I was posting some fitness content for about 6 months now. And, you know, I was just being lazy with it. I was just posting it to say that I did it, to feel proud of myself because like I wanted to make it. I wanted to, you know, be an influencer and eventually do fitness coaching, which is what I do now. So after just coasting through 6 months of posting fitness content, just the regular shit you see on your feed, I found out that I had to get surgery on my testicle. So I had what's called a varicocele. You can look it up. And it's a 50-50. Like some people don't need to get the surgery done. Some people do need to get the surgery done. It all comes down to, is it painful? The size of it, and is it causing fertility problems? Now, unfortunately for me, I checked all 3 of those boxes. So my doctor really suggested that I went to see a specialist and got the surgery done. So I did. I wasn't going to push that off and just try to cope. You know, I knew it was going to suck getting my nutsack sliced open. And dude, like getting surgery on your balls, like nobody wants that. But I knew I had to do it. I remember, you know, getting home still on anesthesia or whatever they used to put me to sleep. Just felt real off, felt real weird. And I slept on the couch because I really could not walk upstairs. It hurt so bad. And the pain, you know, the first week, it was genuinely so bad. Even though this recovery process was brutal, I couldn't walk upstairs. I didn't shower for a week. I literally did nothing but watch TV, which is something I hate doing. You know, I like moving around. I like to walk. I was already into fitness. I was taking the gym seriously, but posting fitness content, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't talking on camera. I was posting the laziest videos that I could post. But here's the good part about that suffering. As I was on the couch, as I could not do anything with my body, that's when I realized how much I really wanted to make this happen. But barely being able to walk and not even being able to, you know, go upstairs to shower, I was in such a rough place physically, and because of that, it got to my mental. I felt so depressed. I felt like shit, bro. Right? I did not even want to exist at this time. And it's not like I'm saying I was contemplating suicide or anything like that, but there was nothing about waking up that I looked forward to. And because I had the chance in the past to do it, in this moment is when I realized how much I need to stop wasting my time and fucking off, and how I need to take these goals way more serious, focus more, figure out a plan that's going to work for me, stop hiding from all of my excuses, and stop hiding from leaving the comfort zone. Because there was things that I knew I had to do. I knew I had to post YouTube videos. I knew I had to talk about my story, show my transformation, and not just post the cookie cutter content that anyone could post. I knew that I had to post stuff that was about me, about my story, about what I knew. Because, right, like I said, I was already in good shape at this point. I could have been doing coaching at this point. And what really killed me is that during this whole recovery process, I realized if I had just taken it more serious and stopped pushing off the things that scared me, I would be light years ahead of where I was at. But no, I didn't do that. I was lazy. I was just coasting through. And like I said, I just wanted to post, just to say that I did it. Here's the thing that I realized. You'll never know how much you truly want something until something happens where you can no longer go after it. And once you have that realization, you'll take it more serious. If you get injured in the gym and now you have to take a break, you're going to warm up every time before you go to the gym. If you care, that is. If you make a mistake, you got to learn from it. Now, the whole thing with my testicle, it's like I didn't do anything for that to happen. At least that's what the doctor told me. He said, like, these things can just happen. It could be genetic. It could be hereditary. I don't know, okay? This is something that I went through. And really the whole point of me trying to share this message, if I didn't make it clear enough, if you have an opportunity to do something, do not say you're going to do it later. Don't wait. There's not going to be a better time. You got to do it right now. Thank God I had that reflection. It's not the way I wish I could have had it, but it got me to where I want to be. It got me to leave my comfort zone. It got me to post better content. It got me to start the ice bath series. Isn't that crazy? That was one of the content ideas that I had while recovering from this whole surgery. And same with 75 Hard. The plan was to do the ice bath series, take a week break, and then get right into 75 Hard. And that's what I did. And those two things changed my life forever. I built a platform on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, all over 400,000 followers. The views will come and go, but I've built a business because of it. My whole online fitness coaching, it's done through those platforms, mainly Instagram and YouTube. But thank God that, I had the realization while recovering from my surgery. And I wouldn't have done anything about it unless something happened where I could no longer go after my dreams. At that point, guys, I couldn't post any sort of fitness content. I couldn't post anything at all to help me build a brand. Looking back at it now, I probably could have posted talking videos like this every day about recovering, but I didn't have that type of mindset then. If you've watched this far in the video, don't wait for something to happen to you. Take it from my experience. I started posting the right type of content. I grew a massive following. I got partnerships. I got brand deals. I built a multiple six-figure coaching business because of it. Got my dream car. And I get to do what I want by making this type of content. I'm blessed. Everything I just listed out, I'm absolutely blessed for. There's not a day that goes by I'm not grateful for God for these things. I had the opportunity for a while, but this time I had the mindset and I had the determination, bro. I had no plan B. Let's put it that way. There was no slacking off. I knew that this time I had the chance to do it, so I did it. Like, bro, come on. Don't waste time. You got this. I'll never forget how it felt when I woke up on day 2 of the ice bath series, and I think it had like 200,000 views. I wouldn't have started that series if this didn't happen to me. If I didn't have an eye-opening moment. So you have to have a moment, right? You don't have to wait for that to happen. That moment can be now. Life is short, bro. Something could happen to you. There's a reason I always say, shit can happen where you can no longer do it, so act now. It's because of that. It's because I had to go through a 3-week period where I could barely walk upstairs. That might sound like that's not that bad. Imagine if you had that situation, bro. Really imagine if you couldn't even go to the gym, you couldn't even walk up the stairs, you were just handicapped at that point. Going from in really good shape to doing a lot to completely nothing, that will fuck with you. And that will give you a moment like that. Thank you guys for making it through the end of day 50 of 75 Hard. Officially 2/3 done. And, I guess something I should add to the storyline here is I've made an impact. I've been doing my coaching. But now, the merch, the clothing brand, Mind Muscle Athletic. I want to scale this. I want to grow this. A huge goal of mine now, I don't have a timeline on this, but I want to be doing a daily activity, go to the mall or something, go to the grocery store, and just see someone with my clothing brand on. That would be fucking awesome. So, the whole message behind Mind Muscle Athletic, just so you know, it's all about choosing growth over comfort. All these goals, the life I'm able to live, it's only possible through choosing growth over comfort. I could have easily let my life stumble downhill after that surgery. I know a lot of people could have done that because that shit was rough. Not going to sugarcoat it, but it just comes down to your choices. Do you want this as bad as you say you do? All right, guys, so really, thank you for making it to the end of day 50. I'll see you tomorrow in day 51. Stay blessed.